All right, guys, we have an update in the WNBA beef saga. DiJonai Carrington, the player who struck Sophie Cunningham in the head with a hard foul and claimed white privilege after being ejected with a flagrant 2, has finally spoken out. Let's see what she has to say about this, because the world is wondering, why are you claiming white privilege and you hit another player? You have a history of hitting players. But hey, let's see what she has to say. And before I show you what she said, I'm going to show you the video of what prompted her response. This is Speakeasy. This is Emmanuel Acho's podcast. If you know, he's kind of a woke guy. He's very left-leaning with his delivery. You've got LaShawn McCoy and this other guy over here. Let's see what they have to say.
DiJonai Carrington made a basketball play, and the refs made a basketball ruling. So can we stick to basketball for a moment? Basketball play. She was attempting to go for the ball. At least she said so. She missed, and she missed egregiously. She missed, and she flagrantly hit Sophie Cunningham in the head. Now, flagrant 2, by definition, if you hit somebody with so much force that it could lead to injury, and if it doesn't appear to be a play on the ball. Though DiJonai's intention was to play the ball, her impact was all on Sophie Cunningham's head. So as a result, the refs made the right call. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention, have we seen Sophie Cunningham aggressively foul an individual before and not get thrown out of the game? Sure. Have we seen Caitlin Clark aggressively foul an individual by hitting them in the head and not get out of the game? Absolutely. You cannot be ignorant to that truth.
Moving the goalpost.
But if we are paying attention to what DiJonai Carrington did to Sophie Cunningham, it was not a race-based decision. And to call that a white privilege-based foul is to completely undermine the term of white privilege and to also completely ignore the rules in basketball. You hit her in the head, you drew blood, you didn't connect with the ball at all whatsoever. So to me, it was just very ignorant and to some degree asinine by DiJonai Carrington to suggest that that call was based on white privilege. Have we seen examples of white players make that same foul and get away with it? Yes. Have we seen examples of black players make that same foul and get away with it? Yes. There was no white privilege involved in that specific call. DiJonai, you hit her in the head and you drew blood. It was a flagrant 2. You should have been ejected. No more, no less.
All right. So before I show you guys what she said, I'm going to break that down. I do agree with what he said. We have seen players make fouls like that and get away with it, but you struck a player in the head very blatantly, did not touch the ball, and drew blood. Pretty basic stuff there. You're getting tossed. You're getting tossed in the men's game. You're getting tossed on a black player. You're getting tossed. It's very simple. It's not rocket science. It's not really hard for me to understand. I see exactly what happened and why it led to what the outcome. I do think it's ridiculous to claim white privilege for that, me personally. I think he kind of moved the goalpost there a little bit to justify it, but hey, I think his analysis of the whole entire situation is decent. It's pretty solid. I mean, we know exactly why she's thrown out. It was a basketball play, I guess you could say. I think it was a bit aggressive. It was egregious, as he said, and it led to her getting thrown out, which is a basketball decision. Pretty snap, pretty simple, pretty buttoned up decision there. But let's see what she has to say about this. I've never once claimed that the assessment of the foul was white privilege. That was your assumption. Try exercising your critical thinking skills. I know you studied psych. Furthermore, I'm the last thing from an ignorant or asinine when it comes to speaking on white privilege. Do your research on that one. I actually went to school, one of the top universities, might I add, to educate myself on this exact subject. I would never use that term as a rhetorical weapon, knowing the historical and social weight it holds without having the proper evidence to substantiate it. Okay, I, along with many others, want to know, why did you post white privilege after being ejected? Let's see what the responses from the people are. I'm the last thing from ignorant or asinine when it comes to speaking on white privilege. Do your research on that one. I did the research. And well, it turns out you're ignorant and stupid with a Stanford degree to prove it. How to get away with murder, be a white man in America. What the hell is she talking about here? I don't know what case happened around that time. Let me ask you this. Why did you write white privilege then? Stop gaslighting. I'm sorry, that's funny. You posted white privilege the moment you were ejected. I didn't do nothing. Doesn't work when everyone knows that you were blaming white privilege for facing consequences for your actions. Also, if white privilege was such a problem, why do you spend so much money trying to look more like white women? Gosh, damn. They going hard. Simmer down. You have a degree in African American studies. An unevolved simian can get that degree. Holy fuck. It's a worthless major made up by a university so their affirmative action applicants can graduate and meet their DEI quota. Go tighten up your blonde weave and smear some more skin. Okay, holy shit. Goodness gracious. These people are mean.
DiJonai Carrington made a
Gosh. All right. So this is Emmanuel Acho's response to her. DiJonai Carrington, you are correct. My assumption, along with the majority of the sports world, was that you posting white privilege immediately following being thrown out of a game for fouling someone white was regarding the foul. But if two things are somehow not connected, that's on me. I'll stand corrected. However, America is a speaker-oriented country, so the burden is on you for being clear, direct, and easy to understand. Well, yeah, that's a great response. It's very classy. It's not mean. He kept it business. He kept it business. I mean, a lot of people are wondering, why did you post that, DiJonai Carrington? This cryptic response is almost avoiding accountability. Like, oh, I said that, but I didn't say what it meant. Y'all decided that. Well, you posted that after you fouled somebody white and were thrown out of the game. What's the issue here? I just want to know, like, why can't you just tell us why you said what you said? I think it's not that hard, you know? And it's almost like she's dodging accountability here. That's what I'm seeing, guys. That's what I'm seeing. Now we have woke former ESPN host Jamil Hill. It's pretty clear to me she wasn't talking about the foul. What the hell was she talking about then? Then genuinely asking, what exactly was she talking about? So many people, herself included, keep telling us what she wasn't talking about, but no one is saying what she was. Emmanuel Acho is up 4-0 against these people because he's keeping it 100. He's keeping it 100. We want to know what she was talking about. We want to know what she was talking about. If it wasn't about the foul, what was it about? Because it's very clear to me it's about the foul, and now the backlash is so great, you're trying to backpedal a little bit. You're backpedaling a little bit. It's ridiculous. But hey, let's see some more commentary from people out there and what they have to say about this, because I along with many others, see right through this smoke and mirrors, this pump fake, this backpedaling, and this blatant dodging of accountability. You know what you meant. I'm sorry. I think that's exactly what you meant.
Next hair color. Well, I went back to my natural color today of ash blonde.
Natural?
Yes, I said natural. I had kind of...
I would actually say that this is black privilege, to be totally honest with you, because her posting this white racist comment right after assaulting Sophie Cunningham on the court is actually black privilege, because she knows the WNBA won't do a single thing of significance about it. And imagine if the roles were reversed. If Sophie made a comment similar to this, then she'd likely never play again. And actually, we just saw this from Coach Sandy Brondello. She got disciplined for making, I believe, a pretty innocent, maybe, offhand comment about talking about Angel Reese and saying that she's a protected species. She was suspended and disciplined. And I think if that's the standard, then DiJonai should be too.
And I 100% agree with her, because what we see going on in the WNBA is black privilege. And y'all probably like, Jay, what are you talking about? Well, let me show you. Wait, not that one. Wrong photo. Look at both of these incidences. One with a perfectly bald fist into Caitlin Clark's head. We only got to rehash that. We know that was disgusting. And then this, not even going for the ball. Bro, you're not even, she's not even swinging. Her hand not even up like she's trying to block it. It's literally like around her face, like all the way around. Those are fireable offenses. These are people that shouldn't be able to play in the WNBA. And you know why they continue to do stuff like this? Because they know the commissioner and these scary coaches ain't gonna say nothing, because the sisterhood is going to rally up and scream no justice, no peace. This is crazy. And they know they can get away with it. And it's not a coincidence that every time something major like this happens, it's against America's team.
Okay, so I'm going to break down what he's saying. I'm going to break down. There's some things this guy just said that I disagree with. I don't think they should be fired. I think that's a bit excessive. This is basketball. It gets physical. Emotions flare up. Yeah. And I do agree with the fact that he said these coaches and the commissioners don't do anything. What do I think the response should be? An appropriate response is, I think an appropriate response is holding the players accountable, giving them fines, suspending them, treating them accordingly. But to fire them for that, I don't know. It's a bit excessive to me, because players fight in every sports league and don't get tossed out. Now, if you have an excessive history of fighting and you suck and you're a cancer to the game and your fighting is a detriment to the team, then by all means, you need to be cut. You need to be fired. You need to be let go. But this is a bit excessive. Do I think that a lot of these fouls come against the Indiana Fever? Yes. I mean, majority of the time, I'd say so. Now, I think other players get fouled hard like this at times? Yes, I've seen Angel Reese get slammed. I've seen a few other players get hit in the face. But I do Maybe it's just the way the media covers it, but I think we do know he was right. A lot of these fouls do come against the Fever. They come against Caitlin Clark and players on our team, and it doesn't seem like anybody does anything about it. Seems like it happens. The public gets riled up. The players get mad. They say, "Oh, you guys are attacking us. We're racist." Boo hoo woo woo woo. The league protects them. Everyone stands behind the players, and then the cycle continues. And at some point, it's like, at what point do the players face any disciplinary action to deter them from doing this stuff? That's my question. But hey, I do think there is some sort of black privilege in the WNBA. I mean, it's a black lesbian league. It's been that since its inception. But hey, let's look at some more commentary. Let's see what else people are saying.
Plays we've seen from these.
These are the plays. Look. Yanking her hair.
Oh my gosh.
That's a basketball play, y'all. And tell me if you notice a common denominator. Look. Basketball play, look.
Damn.
Basketball play. I didn't know you can rip somebody's hair out. That's a basketball. Look.
Damn.
Ankle injury. That's a basketball play, y'all. Look, poke right in the eye. It's not this many basketball plays in the world. There's not this many coincidences in the world.
Damn.
She went up like this and came down like this and poked an eye. Knocked her all upside her head. Now she got CT. Like, this is what you call a track record.
This is what you call a track record.
Like, come on.
But that's what DiJonai Carrington.
I've got a question. So, if you guys say she should be thrown out of the league for this history of attacking players, how come Draymond Green hasn't been thrown out of the league? Because he has a history of hitting other players as well. Just my question. Like, the people that say she should be kicked out of the league, I mean, Draymond Green does this. Now, Draymond Green is also a 4-time champ. She's not. But it's like, it still happens, you know? He gets, but he faces suspension and fine. So he knows what he's doing. She doesn't. I don't know.
And we know, and that's been part of the problem, because we've been telling y'all, this is what she does and has a track record. Every time something happens, when it's towards somebody that y'all don't like or don't care for, it's always a basketball play or unintentional. But when something happens to somebody that y'all like and love and care for, oh, it was intentional. This person should be fired. Why did they say this? Why did they do that? No, we can't play the pick and choose. We can't play the when they do it, it's a problem, but when we do it, it's okay. No. That's not how it works.
Man, so DiJonai Carrington just called out the Indiana Fever for having white privilege. For the people that didn't see, she got ejected from the game for her foul on Cunningham. She didn't even wait to go home to tweet this out. She was in the locker room mad as hell. I'm going to be honest, bro. In most games with most referees, they going to call that foul a flagrant 2. This wasn't a good example of a team having white privilege. You damn near took Shorty head off with the foul. I ain't saying you did it on purpose, but you still did it. I would say the same thing if a white player fouled somebody like that. I done seen people in the NBA get ejected for situations like this. I'm going to be honest, bro. The referees be on Caitlin Clark's ass. They don't let Shorty get away with nothing, so I don't think the WNBA got white privilege. Caitlin Clark even just got a tech today and about to be suspended for doing nothing. If anything, I'll blame the fans for why players think it's white privilege going on. I feel like the fans put this in these players' head. But as far as the WNBA refs today, that was not no white privilege going on. Shorty, that's a flagrant 2 in most games. Facts.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we see that the people understand that this is a pattern from her. We see that they understand she has a history of attacking other players, and she's being the boy who cried wolf. I mean, at some point, it's going to backfire. It's obviously pissing off the fans, the people watching. They want to see some sort of accountability. They want to see some action be taken. I just want to know, at what point does the league step in and finally start protecting its players and stop letting players get away with attacking other players? I think that's a legitimate question. And as someone who spectates and watches the game, I want to know, at what point are we going to call a spade a spade? At what point is the player going to be able to face some accountability for their actions? Because at the very least, to claim white privilege in a league that's majority black and LGBTQ, it seems like it's almost offensive to the league, and she should face some sort of fine for that, no? Because I've seen players in numerous sports leagues get fined for tiny little stuff. And the fact that this is dragged out, it's public. She attacked another player and then attacked the integrity of the league and the reffing. Hey, I think there should be some accountability here. But hey, to me, it just looks like she's dodging accountability. As you can see from the commentary, everyone can see what's going on. They're fed up. They're tired of this constant fake victimhood mentality that the players are exhibiting, and rightfully so. But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more content.